Looks like we have Albino Darwins hatching. Alright, well, for once I've got positive news, and sorry to be such a downer all the time and having ups and downs, and those downs really being dramatic, but it is what it is. This year's been really rough on me. But anyway, this year I finally checked off a bucket list species of mine to breed that I've been wanting to breed for a long time and have just utterly failed at until this season. And that is Darwin carpet python. And this year, more specifically, albino Darwins. So the pairing was an albino to albino, so obviously no surprises, everything is albino. Now, I've produced albino citrus tigers before that have Darwin in them, but I have never produced just straight Darwin anything before, let alone albinos. Look. This is the first baby fully out of the egg. Sliced the end up, let me know they were ready, so I manually pipped the rest of the eggs. He's got a nice, very full belly. He or she, actually. We'll see right here in a second. But I'm super excited for a number of reasons. Obviously, it's great producing baby snakes, but to accomplish a goal like that I had set out a long time ago and failed so many times, and finally did it. So this first to emerge is a little female, a little Sheila. So she'll be weighed, cataloged. I'll get her in a nice humid little baby bin. I separate my babies right away. A lot of people you will see put them in a big collective bin together, nice and humid until they shed. Nothing wrong with that at all. I just prefer to separate them right away, know exactly who's who from the moment they're out, and keep track of it from that point on. So weight, feeding, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna get this little girl all processed up, and I'll show you the remaining little boogers hanging out in their eggs. All right. So that female is the first and only baby that is fully out of the egg. She started pipping day before yesterday, fully came out yesterday. I figured I'd give them all time, but I did manually pip all these eggs. I saw the first signs of life on day 55. These eggs are a little bit thick, a little bit harder, really sunken in, which is what you expect, but as a general rule of thumb, first that pips, the rest get the snips. That's just my safety protocol. As soon as I see that one is ready, in general rule of thumb is the rest are ready, and I will just manually pip them. What that means is I'm just opening the eggs. I'm not sticking my fingers in, I'm not removing the animals, I'm not prodding them, I'm not doing anything. I'm just making sure that they haven't escaped, just in case. You never know. Mother Nature can be a cruel mistress, and we've seen that this year. So these babies are, for the most part, just sitting there with their heads at the opening. A few of them had their heads out, and they're obviously quite shy. I'm a big potential predator to them, so they've all sort of slunk back in. But what's really neat to see is that they've all sort of really absorbed all that yolk. Everything's just gone in there. There's not any excess mucus, yolk, anything. All the bloodlines seem to be pretty much drying up, so they're definitely ready. These ones just seem super healthy. I couldn't be more happy to finally produce Darwins, let alone albinos. Now I do need to give a big shout out to Nick Mutton. He's definitely been helpful in this endeavor for me. I've purchased animals from him, just picked his brain a bunch in this pursuit, and he's been very influential in this for me. So Nick, I'm not sure how much you watch of any of these things, but if you are watching, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I'm excited to see these things come out. That will be, for a little bit, probably a couple weeks from now, but still just wanted to share this milestone for me. Although Darwins are not necessarily hard by any standard or measure, but for me, they've been elusive. So to accomplish that and check that off has been simply rewarding, to put it that way. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the rest of these guys up, pop them back in the incubator, let them come out on their own sweet time, and yeah, I will keep y'all posted. I imagine by next week's video, not only will they all be out, but hopefully the entire first jungle clutch will be shut out. Still waiting on a few of those guys to do their thing. So really looking forward to showing those babies off to you. They're exceptional. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So, and to keep on the good train of positive news and developments, I do have a new sort of random surprise that some might say I should be embarrassed for, but I don't care. So, hold on. Alright, so in the last video you saw me dang near lose my nonsense and just kind of get super frustrated and blow my fuse over those Reptiles pythons. She's doing some weird stuff. I'm gonna put a photo up over here that I took a few days ago. I was for sure convinced there was nothing going on, and then I check on her the other day and I see this. Like the first sign of any potential success in the breeding. And not only that, she wants nothing to do with food, which was counter to what I thought her body language was saying. But she doesn't want food. I tried. She's just figuring out her thermoregulatory process throughout the day. Go cool, middle, warm, day, night, kind of figuring out her thing. She shed 11 days ago. So, if I were a betting man, I would say she'll drop a clutch within 19 days. So, we'll see what happens. That would put us at the end of the month for a clutch. But I guess she just needed me to yell at her, publicly talk about getting rid of her, which I regret, feel bad about, I'm not gonna lie. She's the most beautiful Reptiles I've ever seen, so I guess it's good to be wrong once in a while. So I've 100% admitted that I don't know anything about this species. I'm still figuring them out. They're very foreign to me as far as Morelia goes. They've been the biggest head scratcher next to Darwin's. Although Darwin's could just be a user error thing for me, we'll say. But if in 2-3 weeks she's on a clutch of pearly whites, the eviction notice is rescinded, and she has staked her claim here and will stay, and I'll be very happy. So wish me luck. We're not out of the woods yet, but all of a sudden I'm very positively happy that I'm a novice in this still. I've been doing this for like 10 years or whatever, started breeding snakes, and I still consider myself a novice. I could have swore I palpated a whole lot of nothing in her, but then again, I'm not great at palpating. That being said, though, I did palpate follicles in the Apodora. They're still cuddling, so who knows? Who knows? This year has clearly been a year of ups and downs, big roller coaster, lots of lessons learned. Man, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of stress, a lot of good, a lot of gut punches, record number of slugs, but potentially some new species checked off the list, so that's pretty awesome. And although I didn't hit corn snake eggs here, I got 3 clutches of corn snakes on the ground at work, plus 2 more or so to come, so that's a new species. So I've just got to remember that sometimes the negative stuff just far outweighs the positive stuff in our minds, and we just get fixated on it. So, or maybe you just got to speak it out into the universe for it to cancel itself. Who knows? I don't know. But with that said, wish me luck on the Reptiles. Wish me luck on Apodora. Hopefully we have something to show for that later on. Maybe a few new species to check off this year if I'm so lucky. But with that, I want to leave you guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go check out Heligai Serpents at at Heli Guy Serpents or at heliguyserpents.com if you need any sort of 3D printed perching or anything like that for your snakes. He does a lot of cool stuff, constantly innovating some new hides and perches that have like hides built in and water bowl holders. Don't sleep on those, they're sweet. Should have a video coming in the near future with some new products that I'll be getting more of the prototypes in for, which he has fleshed out and finalized. So go check out Heli Guy Serpents. My other sponsor, Reptiles Express. They're fantastic. Don't ship unless you've got the confidence of a great shipping company behind you like Reptiles Express. Go check them out. Use code Riley50 if you'd like to get up to 50% off standard FedEx rates for up to 10 labels per customer. Again, that's code Riley50. Don't miss out on that. If you need any bugs shipped to your door, anything like that, bugs, even sometimes animals, frogs, turtles, things like that, they do a whole variety. Check out their sister company, premiumcrickets.com, and use code Riley15 over there to get you a little 15% savings as well. With that, don't forget USARK and USARK Florida. Gotta support them. They're the lobbying body that keeps us alive as far as this hobby goes, and our rights to keep reptiles and do all that good stuff. So the least we can do is support them. Become a member. Your membership counts. Every little bit counts. And if you would like to join what we're doing here, get first access to babies inside like Zoom meetings once a month, all sorts of cool stuff like that, discounts on merch. We've got a Patreon family growing and going steady. Check me out, Riley Jemison on Patreon. Love all my patrons. They're wonderful people. Looking forward to meeting some of you guys at Pomona at the end of next month in June. I will be there with some snakes. Mostly carpet pythons, a few boas and blood pythons, things like that, so do not miss out. And yeah, with that, catch you guys next week. Later.